Hi, I'm Jim Gary and welcome to Patilapi's workshop. It's new tool day. I had built a homemade rolling base for my big table saw a few years ago, but it just never worked out well. So I bought a Grizzly rolling base with all four wheels on swivels, and this video shows the unboxing, the installation, and how well the new base works with my very heavy table saw. And please be aware that I am a biologist, not a professional shop worker. I'm showing you what I did, not what I think you should do. So please consult a professional before taking on work like this. And as always, I welcome any comments or suggestions you may have. If you found this video interesting, there are links to my other but similar videos in the description below. So please like and subscribe. Now let's get on with the video. So this is my big table saw, and it's really large. It's got cast iron tops. It's got an extension on it that I built a router table into it. It's got a lift on it and everything, so it's pretty nice, but it weighs a ton. It's about 5.5 feet long altogether. And when I got it, I built this wooden frame for it, and I put on these casters, and they can be released or they could be put up to use. But I've noticed when I first did this a few years ago, I hardly ever moved the table. I only moved it a few feet, and it was always a little rough to move, but I couldn't figure out why. A while back when I was trying to make room, because I normally have this inside where my car lift is, unless I'm working on cars, which I am now, so I've had to move it all the way to the other side of my shop. And this wheel can't go all the way straight. If I pull the table this way, this wheel bumps into that wood, and so it makes it really hard to move. Right there, you can see right there, it's right up against that wood. And so I thought, well, I guess I could fix it by adding another piece of wood that's short, that doesn't go all the way down, and mounting it to that, but I decided not to. So this is my Jet bandsaw, and I bought from Jet the wheels they make for it, and I've just really liked this. It was really easy to put together. It moves real easily when you unlock it, and so I decided to buy the Grizzly wheel stand for my table saw. Now Grizzly's had free shipping for a little while, so this cost $157. I think with tax it was close to $170, and that was a bit more than I paid for the smaller one for my Jet bandsaw. But this swivels on all four legs, which is what I wanted, and they all have brakes on them, so you can freeze it, which is important on a table saw, and it adjusts pretty much any size. It's got 1,200 pound capacity. I think my saw with everything on it probably weighs over 500 or around 500. So let's open it up and see what I got for my money. So I got instructions, 4 rails. They all have the Grizzly, well, 2 of them have the Grizzly decal on them. And then there's the corners. These are the screws to fasten the rails in, I'm sure. And this is where the casters mount. So put that aside. There should be 4 pretty much identical ones. It looks like there's a chirality to them, so some are left hand, some are right hand. And I think the rest of these boxes have casters in them. Ooh, shiny red rubber wheels. That's nice. Ah, got bearings in them. They spin nicely. Anyway, so far they seem pretty solid. Then they've got these hardware kits. Looks like bolts and stuff. So let's take a look. Oh, that's the brake actuator for your foot. Oh my God, a ton of nuts and bolts. More of those foot actuators. So I got 4 of those, nuts and bolts. And I got these springy things. That's nice, little springy things. We'll see how those fit in. But I think that's all that's in the box. A caster goes on each of these corner pieces, and there's lock nuts. These are nylock type nuts. But what I want you to see is that once it's in, it can swivel all the way around. That wheel is not going to hit anything. So I'll go ahead and do this to the rest of them and come back. All the nuts and bolts here are 13 millimeter. Now, so I've got the wheels on, and now I have to put in the plunger, and you have to take it apart. It didn't say that, but obviously it has to. So this goes, unscrew the bottom half. That's the adjustable foot, so you can make it level. There's a pocket in here, and this just drops in that pocket. And it sticks out the bottom, foot screws in. And there's a lock nut, so when you get it set the way you want it, you can lock it. So I'll leave it like that for now. You need the lever so you can release it. And they've got longer bolts. They're still 13 millimeter. It's a little tricky getting it all lined up perfectly. There it comes out the other end. So I'm just gonna tighten it down till it touches. So you don't wanna crush it. So I'm just gonna tighten it up, make sure this can still move, which it can. And while I'm at it, I'll just stick these in. These are what grip the rails. So I'll get these all started. And these are the same kind of exact bolts that we used to put the wheels, the casters on. So I'll go do the rest of the other three off camera. So I measured the base of my table saw, and it's 20 1/4 by 19 1/2. And the manual says to add an extra 1/4 to 1/2 inch. And I'll go ahead and add the 1/2 inch just to be safe. So I'm going to go 20 3/4 by 20. That's how I'm going to arrange this as we assemble it. So we're in pretty good shape. And the rails are all the same length. I'm going to put them all the way together, and then I'm going to mark them with a marker so I don't get more in one than the other. That'll be 20 inches, so this is going to be 20. Check it again. Yeah, it's about 20. So this weighs 20 inches. This weighs 20 inches. This weighs 20 3/4. And since I'm kind of at the low end, when I had this shoved all the way over there, it actually can overlap inside there in that angle and block this from going further in. So my first instinct was to just lop an inch of length off of this and put it back in, but just by fiddling with it, moving it around, I was able to get everything set. So I'm pretty much at the bottom end of the size that you could do this. I mean, you could do smaller sizes, but you'd have to cut the bar. But I'm happy with it. Now I want to get the feet set. So I've got the lever up. And so when I put the lever down, I want the feet to be on the table here. So I just unscrew it. So it just hits the table. And I can put that nut up. That's a 17 millimeter lock nut in there. Then I can lift it up. And it moves. I can put it down and it's on the floor. I've already done that to this side. So right now the whole thing's loose. Clamp that down and now it doesn't move. Clamp this down. It doesn't move. So I'll do the same on the other side. So I've got it on the floor. It glides around really nicely any direction you want. So that's fantastic. So now I've got to figure out how to get my table picked up so I can take it off of the current stand and put it on the new stand. I happen to have an engine hoist out because I'm in the middle of swapping engines in my motorhome. So I'll bring that over and use that to pick up the table saw, enough to get the old base, rolling base out and the new rolling base in. So here's the crane up here, over there. This strap's taking most of the weight. This one is there just in case so it won't flop. So I'm just going to lift it up a little bit more. You can see it's going up. A little bit worried that it'll... So she went up really crooked, but that's okay. It's not going to flop over. So I took the side rails off there were these rails that had the wheels on them. I took those off, and I was thinking I could just tap this off, the wood base off, but I couldn't. And then I remembered I'd built this high because I wanted the table saw to be a little bit higher. So this should still fit into that frame. I've got it partially in the frame, so I'm just going to finesse it into that frame. I'm working by myself, so I have to go really slow. So it's almost there. I just got to move the saw that way compared to the frame by about 1 inch, and it'll pop right down. You can see it's overhanging 1 inch here, and it's shy 1 inch on this side. There, so it's all in perfectly. So now I'm going to move the crane out of the way. So I've got it on the wheels now, and as you can see, it's not perfect, but it moves a lot better than it used to. And I love the 4 swivels, because when 2 of them aren't swiveling, it's really hard to change direction, but this one I can. So I'm going to go put it back where it was. That dog will get out of the way. Hi, Millie. There we go. Oh, this is really nice. All right. Another job done. I couldn't be happier with this rolling base. As you saw, the table saw now moves very easily around my shop. And if you have a really heavy table saw and need to maneuver it, I can highly recommend this particular rolling base. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Similar videos of mine are linked in the description below. Bye.